Good morning, everyone. Welcome to an episode of Coffee Break with Card, La Hora de Cafecito's sister show. My name is Lourdes Quiñones, and I would like to welcome you to the show. So come on in, join us at the table, and let us know if you're drinking a cup of coffee with us. We'd love to say hello to you. Coffee Break with Card is a program dedicated to all those in our community who are living with autism, to their loved ones, and all those who support them. So come on in. And again, sign in. Let us know that you're here so that we can say hello this morning, okay? So in today's program, we will be sharing a video of an interview we did in the community at the Tampa Airport this past Monday, November 27th of 2023, where we met Janet Zambito from the airport's guest experience department. And Janet was very gracious, and she answered our questions and walked us through the process of obtaining the Sunflower Lanyard. And the lanyard is part of a program meant to alert the airport staff of travelers with hidden disabilities for the purpose of easing as much as possible the wearer's traveler experience. So this program may benefit you next time you travel by plane. So be sure to join us. We have a lot to talk about. We're in the holiday season, so this is a time to learn about this program in case you are planning to travel back home via plane and are leaving from Tampa Airport. So join us. I'd love to say hello, okay? But let's start out by introducing to you your coffee hostesses, coffee break hostesses for today. As I mentioned before, my name is Lourdes Quiñones. I am a card consultant assigned to the primary age group here at CARD. And professionally, I am a pediatric physical therapist, as well as a special education teacher. I am joined by my colleague, Jasmine Castellano. Buenos días, Jasmine.
Buenos días. Good morning, everyone.
And as you know, Jasmine Castellano is an excellent professional in the field of mental health. And she is the mother of 3 children, one of whom is diagnosed with autism. So welcome, Jasmine. But before we get started, we want to review the rules by which we want to adhere during this programming to ensure a safe environment for all of us. So be sure to keep an open mind, maintain a positive attitude, and use respectful language. And before we move on with the program, I just want to alert you that this is a new format for us. We are not very expert in it yet, but we have a growth mindset, and we know moving forward, we are going to be getting better every time, but we're pretty confident that we're going to do a pretty decent job today. So we hope that you stick with us through this and hold us to, good measure here. Okay. So, but before getting there, let's say hello to our audience. Do we have guests to say hello to this morning?
So let me see them. I was looking at it and changed the. So yeah, we have here Monica. Let me see. And
morning, Monica.
Anne.
Thank you.
And Therese.
Oh, good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We really appreciate it. And again, if you're joining us after we get off the air and you want to leave us a comment or a question, be sure to leave it in the comment section. We'll be sure to answer you. And or if we can't answer your question, we'll be sure to pass it along to Janet at the airport or Shannon at the airport so they can help us answer your questions, okay? So like I said before, in today's program, we'll be sharing a video of an interview we did at the Tampa Airport this past Monday, where we met Janet Zambito from the airport's guest experience department, who graciously answered our questions and walked us through the process of obtaining a Sunflower Lanyard. Again, for those of you who are not familiar, the Lanyard is part of a program meant to alert airport staff of travelers who may have hidden disabilities for the purpose of easing their experience, their traveling experience. Okay, so Jasmine's daughter and Angelica, who has benefited from this program in the past, served as our model for this process. So we really appreciate her presence there. So you'll see her in the video, okay? Again, this is a program that if you're planning on traveling anytime soon, or if you're a frequent traveler, this might be a program. And in the end, we also discussed, Janet shared with us an additional program that you might be interested in. So be sure to join us. We have a lot to talk about. So let's get started, okay? So at this time, what we're going to do is we're going to press play and let the interview roll, okay? So again, bear with us because we are going to be doing one video at a time, okay? So thank you so much. Hold on, let me put this in here. So we are at the airport. You can see behind us a wonderful flamingo. Phoebe. So we are here to interview Janet Zambito regarding the Sunflower Lanyard program at the airport. And so before we get started, my first question to you is going to be, can you tell us a little bit about you?
Oh, a little bit about me. So, I've been here with the airport for about 5 years. Actually, this past Sunday. I work with guest experience, so we go around and help people find their way to the airport. We have different things that we do. Help people come through customs. We help people just get to the restaurant wherever they're needed. So we're trying to help them to find their way to the airport.
And if you can tell us what is the Sunflower Lanyard program?
Okay. So the Sunflower Lanyard program, we're very happy to have here at Tampa International. It actually was from, we brought it into our airport in 2021, November of 2021. It actually originated back in the UK in 2016. So we brought it over here. We're happy to have it. What it does is actually for hidden disabilities. So anyone with a hidden disability, that could be any kind of ailment that doesn't show a physical sign. So we're actually wanting to let people in the airport be aware of these, personnel in the airport, be aware of these hidden disabilities for people with those by the limbs that we give out to them. It's a free thing for you to have, and it just alerts people in the airport that they might need a little extra time, a little patience, a little bit more understanding because of their disability.
Wonderful. So again, that is the hidden disability. So it includes autism, but it's not specific to autism.
Correct. It can be for dementia. It can be for even a brain injury. It can be for several different hearing loss, visually impaired, anything that people wouldn't necessarily see the disability, anything physically they can't see, but yet they might need a little help. They might have ADHD where they can't, get through security real easy. They don't have it in their passport. So just something hidden.
Exactly. All right. Wonderful. So let me ask you, I guess, as a follow-up question, is there a cost involved?
No cost at all. It's free.
Awesome.
Absolutely free.
So no cost involved to the families or to the person involved. Okay.
I also want to ask, is it only for children or adults can also participate?
Children and adults. Yes.
Awesome. So you mentioned that it came out of the UK. So that brings me to the question: is this program recognized internationally and or across other airports within the United States? How does it?
Yeah. So actually, in the United States, about 80 different airports are participating in it. It started in the UK. it's more internationally known over there. It got started a while back there. So yeah, so it's pretty popular over there.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
getting more popular here as well.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Amazing. So, okay, now we're going to add another video, so bear with us. Now we're moving towards the steps. So to recap, what she was telling us is that it's completely free. The service is completely free. It started in Europe. And in the United States, there's about 80 airports that are already utilizing this program. So you're likely to get a program that already has it. I mean, an airport, hit one of them. And also, this is something that is meant to ease, again, as I mentioned before, the traveler's experience at the airport. Okay. So let's move on to the process. At this point, I asked her to show us what the process is like. And you will see in the video that it's pretty easy to get through it. And it shouldn't take that much time. So you don't, unless there's lines, unless there is the information booth is busy, the process itself is pretty short. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the next video up. Thank you.
It didn't show. Let me play it again.
This was not by a lack of trying to get it smoothly done. But again, this is a new format for us. So we weren't able to figure a new way of doing it on time for the show. But as we move forward, we will see.
Okay, so let me stop screen, present, share screen, share.
So how it starts out, let's say that you arrived, in case that particular one doesn't come up, you would go to, let's say, check in your bags on the second floor of the airport. And after you check in your bags at whatever airline you happen to be arriving at, you would then go to the third floor where this little guy is at, the flamingo Phoebe. Her name is Phoebe. I can't get out of the way enough for you to see her name. But so as you come up the escalators, you would see, or the elevators, and you are confronted with Phoebe. It's right behind Phoebe or next to it, depending on the side that you're coming from. And you will see the big information sign desk. You will see it right behind that Phoebe and the information sign. And that's where you will go on the third floor to get the lanyard. Okay, maybe we can show the next step if that one is not coming up for you.
Can you put it in the? It's right there. You need to put it in the share screen.
So can you tell us? So again, so you saw where that was. So coming off the escalator, you'll take a left if you were coming off from that escalator, for example, and you would take a left. There's several elevators that you might take, but you more or less see where that is located at. And then once this video goes on YouTube or stays on Facebook, you'll be able to play it back to kind of and pause it and kind of see where that might be located at. Okay, so let me exit full screen. Okay, are we ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Okay. So we have a few clips. Here's the next one. Our intention was to have them all go into just one video, but it didn't work out this time. We'll make sure it works next time. My computer is freezing, so you got to let me know when it stops. I'm wondering if there's audio because I'm not thinking that there is audio on my end. Is there? I'm wondering if there's. I didn't see that. Maybe they can let us know if they heard the audio. It might be my computer. That's why I'm wondering.
Okay, all done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the audio is a little low because we don't have the the equipment, but we are requesting it, so we will gonna get it, so we can get our future interviews. We can have a good microphone and the good equipment.
And what we'll do is the moment we're able to put this clips into one video, we'll share those so that it's all continuous and with at least the best audio we can have, because it's not going to be perfect because we didn't have the audio at the time of the recording, but at least it will give an idea. This is why I'm also recapping what we're saying. So in this section, she talked to us about the 360 program. So do you want to share with us what she said about the 360 program in this section and what she talked about in this section?
Yeah, the 360 program is a program, of course. And in this program, this is one that you have to schedule in advance. And let me search for the phone number.
So while you do that, I'm going to also recap what she said about the Lanyard while you look for that phone number. So
813, the phone number to call to schedule this program is, Jesus is after that. It is 813-870-8759, 813-870-8759. And basically this program helps you to go through all the steps from the moment you start on ticketing all the way through TSA, everything, all the steps that you need to go through before you can do your boarding during your flight. So the good thing about it is that, and of course it has to be done ahead of time, not the day that you are leaving or you're flying. The good thing about it is that for those who has some anxiety, especially our people with autism, who it is important for them to know ahead of time what's going to happen next. What's the process. So this is a great opportunity for them to know and get familiar with the airport and the process and the people and how it looks, and then we go here and then we're going to go over there, because that gives them that sense of control and reduces that anxiety, so they get familiar. And even for us, travelers, neurotypical travelers, sometimes it gets confusing. Not all airports are there's big airports and they can be confusing, so you go ahead of time, and they tell you, oh, this is where you have to go here, then you're going to go over here. It's super helpful, so you won't miss your flight if you have connecting flights. So it is a great program. It's also free of charge. You just need to call and schedule that appointment so they can work you through the whole process.
Yes. And so, and again, this is a separate program from the Sunflower program. Those are two separate programs. And so just to recap what she said, in case there was some audio issues, she said that the Sunflower lanyard is free. There's no cost involved. You get to keep the lanyard, and it's something that alerts the staff in the airport. It's not a thing to be used to skip the line, to get ahead of the pack, and it's not going to expedite anything like cut through the line or anything like that. But what it will do is that it will allow you or your loved ones with autism, and by companionship, whoever is with them, that is the caregiver, if needed, if they're able to go through it by themselves, but just need a little more extra time to process whatever the steps or whatever, they'll, that will alert them to that. But she highlighted the point that it's not something that will get them ahead of the line. So no point of doing that. But at least it will accommodate their needs, their specific needs. So if they need more time to process, to really, get through the process, they will do that. So whatever it's needed. So that was a point that she really wanted to make on that. And then the other thing was the 360 program. That was something that she was encouraging our audience that who are likely to need maybe that assistance as well. Because if they're looking for the lanyard, there might benefit as well from the 360 program, which is the one that you just explained. That it's basically a tour of the airport and the whole process, even as to going to the airplane airplane, just to walk through in their mind the whole steps and to try to appease them and try to put in their mind what to expect. Again, they did a fabulous job, and they really concentrate on making the travelers' experience as comfortable as possible. So it was wonderful, wonderful. And on that note, I know for a fact that your daughter has used that program. So would you share with our audience your personal experience and Angelica's experience with that sunflower lanyard program?
Yeah, once you get the lanyard, you keep it and save it. So once we're going to travel, wherever we go, she puts it on right here at home. So once we get to the airport, the staff already knows. Everybody knows by seeing the lanyard. They will be asking, do you need any help? What are her needs? Is there anything that we can assist? And you just let them know if there's anything, this is what I need help, or these are her needs. She gets anxious with this, she needs assistance with that. I will appreciate if we can get whatever. So they are always in the lookout for that. The TSA process is super good. I mean, like she explained, like Janet explained, it's not like a fast pass on the line. Even though Angelica says this is my VIP, my VIP ticket. That's not what it is. Not to skip the line. It's not the fast pass. I mean, it's not Disney World or any of that. You need to do what you need to do. But as soon as they see the lanyard, the staff communicate among each others and make everybody aware that there's someone with the lanyard. And it's very, very, how would I say, it is not announcing to everybody, hey, we have someone in here. No. It is a very subtle way. Discreet, yeah. That's the word that I was looking for. It's very discreet, very, very discreet. So nobody, the rest of the people that are there, they don't have any clue what's going on unless they already know about the program. So it's very discreet, and they approach you and in a very soft, slow voice, they put you aside and they ask you, is there anything, how can we help her? Can she go through this machine? Is it better for her to do this? I mean, whatever it is, and you just let them know she has autism or she has anxiety or she has whatever. And because they have been trained, so they already know the basics of what the person needs. And the good thing about it is that it's not only for children, it is also for adults. And it's not only for people with autism. It can be people who are deaf, hard of hearing, blind, vision impaired. who have ADHD, who has anxiety, who, I mean, it could be anyone.
Dementia.
Exactly.
Alzheimer's.
Dementia as well. So it could be for adults as well. And they are not going to ask you, oh, what's your disability? What do you need it for? Can you explain? No, they just, you just said, I need the sunflower lanyard, and they give it to you. There's a form that you, if you want to fill it out, you can fill it out. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So you're not obligated.
Exactly.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And with that filling out thing, just to clarify as well, the lanyard itself, in the back of it, it can be used as a for in the case that they were to get separated from you. If you want to, you don't have to use it, but you could put their name in it and your phone number or something like that, just in case they were to get separated from you at the airport. They could locate you, but you don't have to use it. It's optional. And like you said, also there's no need to disclose the disability or anything like that, but so again, very discreet. Highly recommended, both programs. We are planning on visiting them again to go through that 360 and take pictures and whatever, and hopefully create our plan is to create some social stories related to that. Okay, so I hope you are finding value on this program, and I apologize for all the technical difficulties, but it is what it is, the life of the technology, right? But our heart is in the right place, right? We're moving the program forward. Anyway, so this is wonderful. So now, for those of you watching, if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them on the comment section, whether it's now before we leave the air or after the fact. We'll be sure to come to answer your questions. Remember, if you use your comments or your questions to create future programming, we'll be sure to give you credit on the air for giving us that idea. Okay, and if we can't answer your questions, we'll be sure to pass it along to Janet or our contacts at the airport. Shannon Booth comes to mind, right? Anyway, are there any comments or questions from our audience at this time? No? Okay. So again, before we leave the air, I didn't want to get off this show before saying thank you so much to Janet Zambito, and again, Shannon Booth at the Tampa Airport, and everyone who makes the Sunflower Lanyard program successful, and everyone who made us feel welcome. So thank you so much for having us and for being so welcoming and willing to have us share the word about this programming. And also a big thanks to Angelica for serving as our model, her willingness to be our model, to model the steps needed to obtain the lanyard in the videos. And you, Jasmine, for having translated Janet's responses into Spanish for our Spanish show. Okay. So also wanted to remind our audience that Coffee Break with Car comes live every other Friday around 10:45-ish, because sometimes we have technology issues that delay us at the previous program, which is the Spanish version of this show. La Hora del Cafecito, it starts at 10 o'clock before this one, like today. So that pushed us down in this one. We should be around here every other Friday around 10:45-ish. And so the next time around is going to be December 15th. And in that episode, we're going to be talking about holiday ideas, gift ideas for the holidays for neurodiverse individuals. So if you have any ideas for a must-have gift for that your loved ones received in the past, or is really looking forward to receiving, that you want to share with other individuals that maybe are our audience members who may be watching this, that are looking for ideas for gifts for the holidays, let us know. We're putting together the show as we did in the past. We have done it in the past. So be sure to let us know. We're going to be putting that out. We have a deadline of today, but really and honestly, if you can get it to us by Monday, that will be ideal, so that we can work on that program. You usually have a PowerPoint with pictures of it and everything. So that takes a long time. So that's why the deadline, just so we can have time to produce this. So we really, really appreciate it. The other favor I'm going to ask you for is to please go on the link we're going to ask you to go to, click it. It only takes about 6 seconds. It's the way that we can justify the time that it takes us to be on the air and to produce this kind of programming. Just let us know how we're doing. If this is something that is valuable to you, let us know. This is how we can keep the lights on and the on this side. Okay, so thank you for doing that. And again, that brings us to the end of the show, and I hope that you can remember to give us a like, share this video on your page, and with anyone that you know could benefit from this type of information. And be sure to meet us here on December 15th and every other Friday at 10:45 a.m. So we can share a cup of coffee with you as we spill the beans on important topics related to autism. But until then, we wish you good vibes and hot coffee. See you then. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you December 15th. Bye-bye.